Hey guys, good evening. This is Murli from SMS. Today's topic is what are the top 10 rules for your trading success? Okay, without much further ado, let's jump in. So, rule number one. Rule number one is trade with a plan. So, you always have to understand uh, what your plan is. Okay, why are you getting into a trade, and when are you going to get out of the trade? So, you need to understand that, right? So, that is like rule number one, like trade with a plan. And rule number two is work your plan. So stick to your plan. Okay. If you have a game plan, it's for a good reason. You have put some certain thought process into that. That's why you came up with this game plan. So stick to that. Right. That is simple. It sounds so easy and simple to say, but I've seen like I can't even say like hundreds and thousands of these guys like they don't follow their game plan. And there's something something or the other always comes up, and we skip this game plan. And we all do that. It's just your trading. You have to understand. You have to develop your trading mindset so that you have the self-discipline to follow this trade. Okay, so that's your rule number two, right? For example, you have a stop loss at a certain thing, and you have to stick to that. You stick to that and uh, get out of it, no matter what, right? So that's rule number two. Rule number three, coming to stop loss, right? So always have a stop loss. Okay, why? I think I've talked about it in a different video, but stop loss is your new best friend. This is how you manage your risk. Risk management is done using stop loss. Okay, your asset allocation and everything comes into play, but stop loss is where you actually mitigate your risk. You actually conquer your fear and things like that. So that's your rule number three. Rule number four is risk management. So it's like capital preservation, how you do that, and what's the 2% rule. I think I talk in another video, but that will also help you. Like how do you actually manage your risk will define you as a trader, whether you're successful or not. Whether you're a successful trader or an average guy who loses out, is because of your risk management. These two are like very close to each other. Rule number three and four, risk management and stop loss go hand in hand. So that's your rule number four. Rule number five is patience. Okay, guys, have patience. Okay, one of my mentors used to tell me, just because your hands are itchy, don't go and mess around with the wrong girl. So just because you can't put your hands in your pocket, you don't trade a bad trade. You don't trade a bad stock, right? So as simple as that. Have patience. One unless it actually kicks into your buy rules, don't buy something. Same thing goes with your sell rules. Okay, have patience. Don't just like start selling because something is up. If you don't, if it doesn't if you didn't have a plan to sell it at a certain point, just because you lost patience, you should not sell that, right? So avoid over trading. That what that means is okay. Then rule number six is have a strategy, either trend following or seven-step investments. I made money in both of using both of these. Trend following you can do, and you always follow the trend, and you can make money. But bottom line is pick a strategy, stick to that, and slowly have these tools in place. Start working out, right? And rule number seven is don't listen to these news stories, right? A lot of you won't believe that, but a lot of these news stories are actually planted by the companies. Let's say I have a company, right? I have certain things coming up. I want this market like share price to go up. I planned these news stories. I can sell this news story, and then I plant it. Somebody reads that, and then they buy it, and then they got sucked in. So don't buy a stock because you heard analysts say that. Do your homework, and that actually is very important for you. And rule number eight, guys, I think this is the golden piece of nugget in this entire video. Have a journal, have a trading journal. This is like the most important thing that you have to build. Okay, so what it is you actually it's a simple notebook. You can have like a spreadsheet which makes it easier. I'll try to come up with a spreadsheet and put it on the website, but it's just a journal where you're actually recording each of your trades. So before you actually get into the trade, right, you have that. Okay, this is where I am, this is why I'm buying it, and this is when I'm going to sell it. Okay, and Did you actually sell it? Yes. Did you make money? Yes or no. Why? If you didn't make money, why? What happened? What is the difference, right? So what happens is this will become your single most important book you've ever read or studied or analyzed, because that shows your mental patterns, like what you're doing and things like that. So I'm telling you, like, have a journal, guys. That's very, very important, right? If you're in it for a long game, okay. If you're just like, okay, I'm gonna buy something and walk away, I don't mind. But if you really want to become successful in trading, I strongly suggest have a journal. It takes us to rule number 9, which is self-discipline. It pretty much falls into other things also. Again, trading psychology, trading mindset. We have to master that to have that self-discipline. Everyone I've known, every successful trader I've known has a self-discipline. They would not buy if it does not fall into their rules. They would not sell if it does not fall into their rules. They will sell if it falls into their rules, no matter what. See what I'm saying? So those are that takes self-discipline. That takes like control over your thoughts, control over your mind to get that. Okay, that's your rule number 9. Rule number 10 is understand that you will lose. Okay, stock trading you will lose. There is no doubt. Meaning, I'm not saying overall though, right? But I'm saying a single trade, a single setup that you're buying in, there's a very good chance that you're going to lose. But you have to understand that. That's why the stop loss comes in. That's why the 2% rule kicks in. That's why you actually like mitigate that risk, right? But you have to understand that you're going to lose. Okay, it's not a sprint. You're not going to like do it 100 meters and then walk away. It's a long journey, and you have to go through that, right? So those are the 10 rules, guys. I hope you'll follow them and make some money. All right.